Atrioc is back, and from the looks of his last live stream, he's doing some actual change. This guy is putting his money where his mouth is, and he is going above and beyond with this whole deepfake situation. They're really trying to curb stomp it to oblivion and just get it up out of here. Now, if you aren't caught up to the whole deepfake lore, I'll fill you in real quick, but if you don't care about that and want to see like the new stuff, I'll drop a little timestamp in the description or right here in the video. You can just go ahead and skip to that. Now, about a month ago, Atrioc got caught in 4K with a tab of some deepfake prawn of popular Twitch streamers such as like Pokimane, QT, Maya, Nico, a whole bunch of just big woman creators. He stumbled across this site via a Pornhub ad, and Pornhub ads kind of work based off of your cookie data. So you had to be looking these things up in order to get that ad recommended to you. And on top of the ad, there was a paywall to get into the site. And not gonna lie, man, paying a fee to see fake Pokimane tits is kind of crazy. Like, that's your coworker, dog. That's kind of nuts. And like I said, the site also had QT Cinderella deepfakes, and that's Atrioc's best friend's girlfriend, Ludwig's girlfriend. And that's really just kind of weird. Like, Ludwig's his best friend. He was his roommate at one point, I think, and he was a business partner at some point. So that's really weird. And the online backlash after people seeing women streamers be clearly upset and hurt about this deepfake situation is extremely appalling as well. A lot of people were trying to defend Atrioc for watching and buying the deepfake stuff because it's not their real body. That's an extremely brain dead and just honestly fucking stupid response to that. You can really only see that take coming from a nigga that lives in his mom's basement at like age 50 with like 10 pounds of cum dried up on his inner thigh. Like, you're just stupid. You're a problem. And if you are one of those niggas that think that deepfake stuff was okay, let me paint a picture in your head. Now, imagine just for a second, there is a deepfake video of you getting triple dick down by 5 Mandingo dicks, one in the ass, one in each and every hole on your body. And it's just spread across the entire internet for all your coworkers, friends, family to see. You wouldn't like that now, would you? Yeah, didn't think so. Now, after that whole debacle back in January, Atrioc went to Twitter and posted a tweet longer, pretty much just apologizing, explaining that he's really sorry for what he did. He's stepping down from the off-brand company, which is the company that him, Stans, and Ludwig founded, I believe. And he's also financially supporting the fight against deepfakes around the internet, which is a huge, huge, huge step in the right direction for just getting rid of and stopping this whole mess as a whole. And after watching this whole situation unfold, even Twitch decided to step in and ban deepfakes on the platform, which is a very, 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 very rare Twitch W. I'm going to clap it up for them. But I'm not entirely sure on who's hosting deepfake prawn on the site, unless I'm just like flat out reading that policy incorrectly. But after that whole situation unfolded and the tweet long was released, he pretty much went radio silent and busted his ass to get work done leading up until today. He went live to give a community update and his internet was not letting him cook whatsoever. Usually I'd add like little clips of people talking when I'm talking about a situation, but the clips are quite literally unwatchable. It pretty much looks like you're running 500 Minecraft mods on the family computer.
Potentially impacted. All right. But the important thing is that now I had a connection.
And speaking of Twitch, it really goes to show you how completely unserious a Twitch chat can be, because the entirety of the stream, when he was trying to enunciate and just describe the process of how he's been trying to tackle this deepfake situation, the entire chat is filled with Drake and Pog emotes. It kind of made me giggle. I'm not gonna lie there. It kind of gave me a giggle. But essentially, Atrioc's putting his money where his mouth is, wiring money to firms in order to help with deepfake takedowns, as well as funding deepfake foundation education, and just kind of trying to get the message out on why this deepfake nonsense is such a big deal and why it's so bad. And specifically, he's pledging a whopping 100K in order to help fund a bot named Certus DMCA, which uses an AI to help automate DMCA takedowns. It's an official partner with OnlyFans, so like that shit's vetted. He even tested it out with QT and Maya, and that shit got a whopping 700 plus takedowns in a single day.
Annual training on the bot to get everything. But once it gets going, in 12 hours, we got 512 things, like 10 times the amount of things delisted and 1,000 plus things DMCA takedown requested. Like, you know, and this is for a cost that is probably 1/10. I'm paying it, but I'm just saying it's literally for like 1/10 the cost. So the test goes really well, like really well. Like I'm actually, you know, it's the first time I feel like finally like I'm helping. So it's good. It's like we actually take on more stuff for Maya than she was getting before.
Which is extremely huge in comparison to just paying a lawyer and just manually going through each and every link to take one thing down at a time. So it's like 5 a day versus 700 plus, which is insane. And on top of that, the bot keeps these videos down by flagging it, so you can't just like re-upload the same video. Like that shit's just frame one, gone, you're out of here. And somehow it even like notifies Google to like delist it off of like the search engine, which is really cool. And on top of this existing project, he also mentioned that he's going to be targeting Reddit, but he didn't talk too much on that, partially because like his stream was skipping around and he just didn't want to give too many details before bad actors can go and try to like stop him in his tracks. And if you're a Coomer, you know where that's going. You know what happens on Reddit. What happens on Reddit stays on Reddit. Adios, OnlyFans leaks. Goodbye. Your days are done. Now, I think this is an extremely profound thing coming from a big content creators, especially because like most of them are huge pieces of shit and just they'll say they do something and then they'll just like ignore it and just hope the media will just ignore it, which is never the case. I was never really an Atrioc fan, but after this whole situation, I will be tapping into his streams simply because of how good of a guy he is and like just sticking to his words and just sticking to his guns. Like he cares. You can tell that he cares. Now, this doesn't excuse like the initial reveal of the deepfakes and just kind of bringing that whole corner of the internet into light, but I think this is a gigantic step for the Twitch community and pretty much the internet as a whole. But yeah, that's pretty much everything on the situation so far until like Critical drops a vid or Atrioc drops a vid on it himself. Let me know what you guys think about this whole situation in the comments. I guess sub if you want to, like the video if you want to. Sorry this video was more serious in tone. I usually try to keep these like really goofy and kind of silly, but I don't know how I could make more jokes out of a situation like this. But yeah, next video will be confirmed to have at least 10 memes in it. Really hope that the streamers involved with this are seeking like the healing and the treatment that they need after like going through something like this. It's really sickening. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm out of here. Peace, peace.